2 words, Wardlaw Directionals. If you have never heard of this term, you are definitely missing out. Today, I'm going to be going over the Wardlaw Directionals, which is pretty much just high percentage pickleball. I first learned about this when I was playing tennis from my tennis coach, Liesl Huber, who is a former world #1 and has won all of the majors. The Wardlaw Directionals are as follows. Hit in the same direction the ball came from, cross court to cross court, and down the line to down the line. Avoid changing direction unless you're balanced and set, the ball is short or slow enough to control, or you're going for an offensive or attacking shot. For drill number 1, both players are going to be stationed back at the baseline, and one player, which is going to be me, is going to have 2 sets of cones back at the baseline, and they're going to be stationed on the sideline and about 1 foot inside of the sideline. How this drill works is Brad and I are going to continue a cross-court rally. Once Brad hits a ball that is in between those cones, I then have the opportunity to change the direction. This is a great drill because a lot of times I see players trying to change direction on a ball when the angle is not there. Let's say, for example, I'm stationed here and I want to go down the sideline. I'm having to create an angle that's not there. Instead, I want to wait for a ball that's close to the sideline where then I can do an exactly 90-degree change, which is a lot higher percentage. Once I change direction on a ball, Brad has to continuously still go cross court. So he tracks it down, goes cross court, now we're going backhand to backhand. The same thing applies. Do this until you get comfortable and then switch roles. Like that. That was a dumb choice to change direction, right? I was already outside the cones and I was trying to create an angle that wasn't there. Here we go. Let's go 1, 2, cross. What? Okay. 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 Nice, good rally. Okay. 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 Nice, good rally. That was good. Get there. Let's go! Yeah, there we go. It's picture perfect. It's textbook right there. Nope. Good rally, that's it. Drill number 2 now is going to be a game. So once again, I'm the player that can only change direction, but this time, Brad and I are continuously still going cross court. When I get a ball that's between those 2 cones, I now have to change direction. As soon as I change direction, I'm going to follow my ball in, and Brad's first ball has to go cross court. Now, one important thing to note, when I hit the ball down the line and move forward, my recovery spot is on the same side. So let's say I hit this ball down the sideline. When I'm recovering in, I'm getting to here and then expecting cross. It's really bad to return down the line and try to get here in the middle or even on the opposite side, because right away you're giving up the sideline, which is the shortest distance. So that means it's a much higher percentage shot. Instead, I want to stay on the same side and expect the ball cross court, which is going to force Brad into a lot tougher of a ball. A lot of times, think about it in a doubles game, when you're both at the kitchen line, the worst speed up to hit is cross court. The same thing applies in singles. If Brad's trying to rip a ball cross court, he has a lot less court to work with. That's a much tougher ball to hit. All right, so Brad, now we're starting out as a neutral point. All right, so we're going to keep it cross. Whenever I get a ball that lands in between these cones, I have to change direction. So I'm going to work on my 90-degree change. From there, I have to move forward, and then the point starts live. All right, so when I change direction on that 90-degree change, you can go wherever you want, but we're playing it out live. We're going to play all the way to 11. This one's for nuts up. Good ball. That's too good. Too good, Bradley. All right, now what we're going to do is same thing, but we go the opposite direction, okay? So 0-1. It's a good ball. Okay, so it'd be 0-2. Okay, 1-2. Okay, that's right. The point didn't start because I hadn't changed direction, so we redo it. Okay, here we go. Got to be there, Brad. All right, 2-2. When in doubt, call it out. You guys didn't learn that one from me. Yes, come on. Fight. 3-2. I will say in singles, a shot that's very underutilized is the drop shot, right? Especially if you're playing against somebody that constantly loves driving the ball. A lot of times they're just sitting behind the baseline. If you just go to the opposite corner of where they're at and just play a nice drop shot, right away you're moving forward, you're on the run. Here we go, 4-2. That was cross. All right, so that's actually probably a good point to bring up. On that one, I decided not to change direction. The reason for that is because Brad hit a really good ball where I was falling back. Anytime you're falling away from your target, I would say look to go back cross court in singles. The reason for that is just because when I go down the line, I have a shorter margin for error. I'm basically closer to the sideline. So if I'm falling back, a lot of times that means the ball is going to pop up. And when you're changing direction, you want to try to keep it low over the net. 4-2. This fog is getting serious. Jeez. Oh, missed it. 4-3. Get there. Good stuff. There you go. Right, so it's the exact same play for you, Brad. Even though that I'm moving forward, okay, your recovery was there and you were expecting cross. You had the right recovery spot, but remember, expect line. 5-3. Oh, nice point. 6-3. Yeah. 7-3. Good shot. 7-3. Oh, missed it. 7-4. 7-4. So I don't know if you can feel on that one. I actually see that a lot of times. You were to the ball, but you tried stopping so quickly. I think you were almost focused on your recovery too much, so that when you stopped, you were already moving back for your recovery. Right? Make sure if you're on the run, finish your shot, and then focus on the recovery. 8-4. All right, I was trying to change direction on that one. Go ahead and take that point. 8-5. Nice, that's a good ball. 8-6. There you go. All right, 8-7. Coming back, comment down below who's winning this game. Definitely not Brad. Hint. 8-7. I didn't think you were going to go after it. 9-7. Out. Come on! 10-7.
All right, let it beat it. Sorry. Keep me going.
Oh, last drill for you all. Brad is now going to be the one serving behind the baseline. I am now returning. In singles, the best spot, in my opinion, to return is down the line, especially on the men's side. The reason for this is because as soon as I return, I'm looking to move forward and take time away from my opponent. Once I move forward, once again, you want to stay on the same side. Brad's first ball has to go cross court. So I'm getting up to the kitchen line. I'm covering sideline, but expecting cross. Once Brad returns that next ball cross on his third shot, the point is live. Anything goes. All right, okay, so you're obviously serving. I'm returning down the line. Okay, as soon as I return down the line, remember, when I move in, my recovery spot is going to be about one step to the right of the middle. Okay, so I get here, I split step. Now I'm covering sideline, but I'm expecting cross. Okay, for the sake of the drill, your first ball has to go cross.
Yeah.
Nutmeg. Out. Whoa. I got lucky. Ah! Too good.
What team?
Notice after I hit my return and you hit your drive at me, my next ball went through the middle. Okay. When my ball goes through the middle, my recovery spot is the middle. Okay. Which is honestly, when you're returning, I would say middle. If somebody has a good drive, it's actually a really good spot to return to, because this way you have no angle now, right? The only way you're probably going to paint a line is if you take a lot of pace off of that ball. Nice, there we go. Great ball.
What?
Okay, one more.
What?
Drop a comment down below if you have any other questions on singles pickleball. Outside of that, thank you all for tuning back in. Make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that bell for post notifications when our videos drop every single Friday. We'll see you guys again next week.